Yo, 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 what's good, beautiful people? It's your boy Mauna, aka Power and Pappy. Welcome back again to the channel, alright? This is my second attempt at making this video. You guys seem to like it and demand it last week, so here it is. This is the best, the meh, and the worst of the week. All right, this is going to be like a weekly roundup, and hopefully we should make it a Monday ritual. I'm sure you guys are seeing this on a Monday. All right, so let's get into it. On the worst power this week for me, I have Sute, Iwa, and World. All right, let me shut this out. Yeah, man, this was interesting. Nah, it wasn't. It really wasn't. This was the least interesting collaboration. There was no merit to this collaboration because this was probably the 2-week front up here. And it's so unfortunate that back to back I'm lining up World collabs into this category. It's been unfortunate that he seems to be making the same approach, beat selection wise, delivery wise, just the most mind-numbing moments and deliveries from him. And Sute Iwa was, I could barely even stand. I could barely finish the record. Like, this is that kind of instance where it's not your forefront. This is not where he thrives. And this just wasn't a good record in any way, shape, or form. I was trying to find redeeming qualities to this, but no. The melody is boring, the deliveries are boring, the production is boring completely. Like everything about it is just it's just not working. It feels like a draft that definitely didn't even make it to a demo mode. Like it's anyway, this was definitely one of the worst records. Yeah, this was definitely one of the worst records this week, and hopefully hopefully they both come correct next time they make a feature, because again, this would have been a cool feature if they both worked on their strengths. Next record I would like to pile up in this is Live My Life by Backrow G, Rexy, and Terry Aquala. This song was you know when you try and mix two foods that don't belong together, it's like mixing beans and yogurt. Something about Backrow G jumping on the Rexy beat and trying to flow like an artist that would vibe well on the Rexy beat, like a street pop act. It was quite laughable to see, and again, I would give him the credit of trying to think outside the box. This wasn't his most brickety, most aggressive drill deliveries. He came in on this persona that tried to imitate a subpar Terry Akpala moment. So he tried to imitate Terry Akpala on this song, which again is an off the shelf Rexy beat that we're getting. And this was just one of those moments that as soon as Backrow G came in, I'm like, yeah, pack it up. Like let's keep going. Next one, please. Next up in the worst category, man. I hope I don't get in trouble for this one. Vibes Cartel from jail dropping a record with Spice and Pato Rankin on this. Shout out to Pato Rankin, man. He did his best to save the song. But no, it didn't work, because not only is Vibes Cartel, not only is Spice trying to come off as a R&B soul artist. I was like, where did this angle even come from? We know her for her dancehall strong moments, and like this is them trying to be somewhat R&B-esque, both her and Vibes Cartel, and it's just dead on arrival, man. The moment you hear it, and shout out to his engineer from jail, man. Like the mix on this was but anyway, in hindsight, this is the best song that has ever been released, and we'll just keep on moving to the next one, man. So that was the worst category. Now let's move to the meh okay moments that were on here. We have a few songs in this category that I'd like to pick up from. One of them is Chance Naham by Seyi Vibez. He just dropped an album, but the song I'm referring to is Chance Naham. This was an interesting song, very interesting, left an impression, okay, left a huge impression. The reason why this song is in this category is that I did appreciate an attempt a lot more than I would give credit to any other song that I didn't really like. This song obviously takes upon a very strong Fuji tradition or Fuji element of a cappella moments where you're just having sing-along moments, and it's borderline poetry, it's borderline spoken word what he does on this song. But now he accompanies this particular spoken word that can be considered brilliant and thought-provoking and exciting and energetic, especially with the crowd vocal elements. But on the flip side of it, how he packages it is not the best. It's not the best packaging. It throws in some drums there that really were not warranted. The energy was already off from what the crowd and him were doing on the song, and it comes off really like he's attempting to make an I'm a piano ashake moment, which he isn't, but the drums just make it feel like he is, and it just sounds one very distracting for the entire moment, and it just doesn't vibe. There are moments where that even going offbeat, and it just becomes chaotic and rowdy when it really shouldn't. It really shouldn't be that. But again, I would give him credit for attempting this Fuji, because a lot of people do take on Fuji elements and Fuji influences in a very subtle way, and in the street pop scene. But credit to him for going full on. He went full on to the point where it's such a niche crowd that he's tapping into with this song. And but then again, he understands that he's on a mainstream level, and this would definitely fall on deaf ears as soon as it came out, especially when he's adding the drums to it, and that just made it like just those lousy rowdy log drums. So it kind of brought it up for me to like it's an okay moment. I still have to listen to the album to get the gist of it in the context of the album. I bet it even fits well in the context of the album. But yeah, man, that was Seyi Vibez, Chance Naham. Next up, Seyi Vibez again in the okay moment. There's a song with Simi on here, quite romantic from him. It's a romantic angle from him, and it's a beautiful melody. It's a very nice song. Simi comes in there and does what Simi does. Absolutely, it's her lane. So nice creation from him to get her for that. But the most low-hanging, the most generic, like writing that you can get from Seyi Vibez, it was just it was, oh my darling, you hide me past Kuami, God bless your mommy for this your body, I want to lavish all my money on top your body. Very cringe like writing, like nothing really to say it in a nice clever way that we've not heard before. But the melody is absolutely like captivating, and the sonics of it, the production of it, all merges well. It's just a songwriting for me that was just bruh. If you did or take more effort into the song, like it would actually be a lot better than what came together. But another song I'll throw into that category is Kuami Eugene's single called Single. This song is again, it's a regular Kuami Eugene, a little mid-tempo-esque high life influence record that is obviously catering to a very Afro pop scene and pop market. But then again, this particular record production kind of set it back a bit with the abrupt log drums that were coming in from nowhere, like just going crazy. And the song structure is, it sounds like it needs a bridge. It sounds like it needs a break from the I'm single from it can get mind numbing. I would have hoped that the song took like a moment where it like flipped the script and like just gave the listener a break, but it was still it's still a catchy hook. Kuami Eugene it's a Kuami Eugene song, so yeah, it was a very catchy song, a very sing-alongable moment, of course. Just the production and the structure for it that really sets it back a little bit, but it still comes off as an okay song at the end of the day. Mad potential for this one to pick up some steam, especially in the Ghana market. Another song turning to the okay pile would be Dami Oniru, the song called Emotions. This was a second track off the EP, Matter of Time. I've been looking forward to Dami Oniru for a long time. First record, you'll see it in my best list. Second record is the one that it's like a corporatized jingle. It feels like that. It's not in any way bad. It's not in any way remotely bad, but it just feels a little too cheesy on the production, a little too preppy proper. It's too cookie cutter, not adventurous, not as like not as what's the word? It wasn't challenging. It just felt like this was a very neat and particular production. If it sounded like Remy Baggins had OCD when he was putting the song together, like it was too prim and proper to the point where it like, yeah, it just came off like, oh yeah, this would be nice on a radio jingle or a commercial ad or something. It goes for that very Western influence of some sort of EDM in the pop scene. So it's that kind of sound, which I'm not too much of a big fan of, but I can appreciate the level of musicality that went into it. Dami Oniru is very present on the song, and it has an okay feeling at the end of the day, you know? I think that's about wraps it for my meh okay list. Now let's get into the best. Now, first best of the night, Just For You. Dami Oniru. She opens up the project with this very dark R&B with the heavy bass lines type of moment. It's super intense, super sensual in that sense, and it feels like a Giveon or like the Weeknd kind of record. And I really love the confidence that oozed out of her delivery on this song, man. Really strong way to open a project. Another strong record was Burna's Alone. Oh man, off the Black Panther album, super a song that literally fits the Love Damini soundscape of that orchestral feeling. And shout out to Ludwig. Ludwig is all over the Black Panther album, and he brings that level of like detail that gives you that orchestral ambience. And Burna is one that has always thrived in that based on his Love Damini production. And P Prime is out here bringing the drums, of course, just to give it that Afro feel. And it's a nice balance, a nice feel. I think there's a modulation in there somewhere, and it's super like goosebumps type moment. And Burna's emotions is really felt on the song, man. I really love that one, and I'm sure it will make sense in the context of the movie. I'm looking forward to that. Another song that was very prim and proper was Bloody Civilian and Rema, Wake Up. Alright, this was a straight banger, man. This was a straight banger. Bloody Samaritan we're just getting introduced to. She's absolutely stellar as a producer and as a vocalist as well. Really gave a strong presence in both fronts, and obviously backed up with the Ludwig touch as well. This was nice. He had like a reggaeton, like early 2000s Konto dancehall kind of feel to it. It was very cool. And Rema, my goodness, Rema spazzed on this freaking beat, channeling his inner Burna, giving that one down one type delivery. You know, it was mad. It was heavy on this record. Absolutely one of the best tonight. Another song, last but not the least, of my favorites, the best this week, Bank of America by Seyi Vibez yet again. This particular song perfected all the issues I've had with Seyi Vibez building into his album. He really tells this story of a motivational and inspirational one that really wants you to get that hustle mentality straight. Obviously coming from the trenches, that is the subject matter that really is tapped onto, and time again I've seen him make that same approach on many of the records, and sometimes it's just borderline predictable. It's just predictable, but this was the ultra opposite of that. Not only is Rexy on this production taking somewhat of a loungy Amapiano feel, as opposed to his very rowdy and aggressive Amapiano type production that he usually does. Like it's very loungy, and the song is arranged and structured in such a way that it's still Amapiano in nature. Yes, it has all the loungy elements and the structure is there, but it's so Seyi Vibez in the essence of like the storytelling, right? The storytelling, the appeals to want to get to the better things in life. That message, that subject matter is there, but delivered in such a passionate way. Beautiful vocal chops there from not only himself but also the crowd vocals there, how they were emerging and they were singing that beautiful melody. Like, it was so nice. The record really comes out and really brings to life, and it feels like a closer, it feels like an outro, which in the context of the project it is the outro, so it's even made it even much more perfect as a song. So yeah, man, that was Bank of America, a very tip-top shape for Seyi Vibez. All right, that was it. Let me know what songs you guys would throw in to your best, what songs you guys would throw into your worst, and what songs you guys are going through your meh okay moments. All right, this was your boy Emmanuel, aka Power Papi. Hope to see you guys next week on the live stream where we go through all the songs live in person. All right, so Friday nights 5:30 EST. But anyway, thank you so much, guys. I've been your boy Mano, aka Power Papi. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.